Good afternoon. Welcome to a new episode of FSD Doctor Talks. Why strength training beats brain games. You've heard this before. Use it or lose it. When it comes to the brain, we usually think of puzzles, Sudoku or memory games, apps that promise to sharpen your mind. But here are the facts. You can't out-Sudoku your biology, because what protects your brain best? It isn't a quiz app. It's your quads and glutes. Let me explain. When you lift weights, your brain lights up. Not metaphorically, it literally lights up. Functional MRI scans done have showed there is a massive activation of the prefrontal cortex, the hippocampus, and the motor coordination areas. It's not just about the muscles. Every rep sends powerful signals to your brain through your nerves, through your hormones, and through your circulation. That is the true brain training. Now let's just talk about what most people think is brain training. Trivia, crosswords, Sudoku, apps like Lumosity or Peak. They're really fun, and yes, they help you focus, but the evidence says that they only make you better at that particular game. If you do Sudoku every day, you'll get faster at Sudoku. That's it. But not necessarily better at managing stress, remembering names, or preventing dementia. This concept is known as task-specific learning. Your brain adapts to what you do, and when the challenge stays on a screen, the benefit stays there too. Now, if you contrast that with strength training, every time you lift, you trigger a whole symphony of neurochemical activity. You release brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. This is actually a protein that literally fertilizes brain cells, encouraging new neuron growth and connections. BDNF is sometimes called Miracle-Gro for the brain. And guess what is stimulated by it most? High intensity physical exertion, not word games. And guess what it stimulates it most? High intensity physical exertion, not word games. And it doesn't stop there. Strength training improves insulin sensitivity, reduces inflammation, and boosts blood flow to your brain. Those are the three biggest enemies of brain aging. So in a way, when you squat, deadlift, or carry heavy, you're actually performing neuro rescue therapy. There's actually a fantastic study that came out of the University of Sydney. They found that older adults who lifted weights twice a week had significant improvements in cognitive function and reduced brain shrinkage on MRI scans. There's also another study which came out of Finland, which showed that leg strength in midlife predicted brain size and function 10 years later. So yes, leg day really is brain day. Think about that. Your legs and glutes are the biggest muscle groups in your body. When you engage them, you pump oxygenated blood upwards, flooding the brain with nutrients, flushing away toxins, and in the process you reset your metabolic rhythm. That is something that a puzzle app can't do. Now, let's not trash brain games completely. They're good for short bursts of attention, and if you're recovering from an injury or you can't move much, it's better than nothing. But if you want to aim for long-term brain protection, strength training wins by knockout. Here's the physiological reason. When you lift, you're training multiple systems simultaneously. You're training the brain for coordination and motor planning, the muscles for force and stability, the cardiovascular system for oxygen delivery, the endocrine system for hormone regulation, and the respiratory system for oxygen exchange and CO2 control. So it's actually full body training. Now let's quickly talk about what kind of strength training works best. You don't need to be a bodybuilder, you just need to be strong for life. Think compound movements, squats, deadlifts, push-ups, rows, and overhead presses. Also include in the list farmer's carries. These exercises activate multiple muscle groups, challenge your core, and demand focus and balance, the exact elements that keep your neural circuits young. When you pick up a heavy weight safely and with good form, you're not just training muscle, you're actually teaching your nervous system precision under pressure. Every repetition is a neurological lesson. It says, fire this motor unit, stabilize that joint, control the breath. Your brain loves complexity. It keeps the neural wiring alive. Think of your brain as a high-performance engine. If you never rev it up, the oil clogs, the piston sticks, and it loses efficiency. Lifting weights is like revving the engine of the mind. Short bursts of intensity, followed by recovery. That's how you build resilience. Now, let's go one layer deeper. Muscle power versus just muscle size. Power is strength plus speed. It's what lets you catch yourself when you trip or sprint up the stairs without thinking. It's also one of the strongest predictors of longevity and independence. People who maintain their leg power into their 70s and 80s have dramatically lower rate of falls, low frailty, and no cognitive decline. Because every time you generate power, you're stimulating those fast twitch fibers, and they feed the brain a constant stream of proprioceptive information. Let's now talk about mental health. Strength training has been shown to reduce anxiety and depressive symptoms as effectively as any first-line medications. Now you might ask why? Because when you push against resistance, you build a narrative of capability. Your body says, I can lift this. Your mind listens and believes it. You become psychologically stronger because your physiology has proven it. Can you put a new destination? That's a feedback loop no brain game can replicate. Now what about those brain training apps? They're sleek, they've got leaderboards, and they've got dopamine hooks. But they rely on short-term novelty, but not deep adaptation. Think of them as snacks. They're fine occasionally, but they don't build the structure. Strength training is a full meal. Protein for the brain, fiber for the nerves, and oxygen for the cells. If you want a mental edge, build your physical foundation. Do you want sharper focus? Do a heavy farmer's carry. 2 kettlebells, 1 in each hand. Walk 20 meters. You will be more present than any meditation app could make you. Do you want better memory? Squat, because blood flow equals brain flow. Now, here's a simple weekly framework that you guys can follow. 2 to 3 sessions a week, each one about 30 to 45 minutes. Focus on full body compound lifts. Lift with intensity, progress gradually, and aim to lift heavy enough that at least 2 reps feel like work without breaking form. Lift heavy enough so that the last 2 reps feel like work without losing form. Between the sets, breathe, don't scroll. Let your nervous system recalibrate. That's where the brain gains happen. And for people who travel or don't have a gym, you can still train power and strength. You can get resistance bands, you can do body weight squats and push-ups. You can do isometric holds, you can do stair climbs or hill sprints. Your brain doesn't care if it's a dumbbell or your body weight. It only cares about effort and engagement. Let me leave you with this image. Imagine 2 70-year-olds. One solves puzzles every day. The other lifts weights twice a week. In 10 years, the first may still do crosswords, but the second, that person can carry groceries, climb stairs, drive, and think clearly. That's the difference between training your brain and training your life. So next time someone says, I'm doing Sudoku to stay sharp, smile and say, great, I'm doing deadlifts. Because brain training starts from the ground up. And remember, you don't just lift for muscles, you lift for memory, you lift for focus, and you live for life. This is Dr. Hafiz Salim, and you've been watching FSD Doctor Talks. My Tesla drives, and I guide. Stay strong for your body and your brain. Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to drop any questions or comments. I would really appreciate if you could follow my channel and give me ideas for new topics for videos. Thank you very much.